Amsterdam, if he believes this looks anything like the Anne Frank house. It's definitely not nearly as small as I remember. Anyway, so clearly I have a hidden disability in that I'm slightly American. Nobody on the street can tell. You can tell as soon as I open my mouth. But, so obviously I'm not from around here. I live in Wakefield. Most curious move ever. And I got here because my former husband had a house there. Well, my late husband had a house there. So I came from Bucharest, had the greatest penthouse, had shops open 24 hours. Now I'm lucky if they're open at 8. It's a bit difficult to adjust, but I have. And Wakefield really isn't that bad. I definitely found out early on that I was in the company of many, many famous people that lived in Wakefield. Some of Britain's most famous, actually. There's Shipman. So of course about what was up until last week Her Majesty's prison, but is now His Majesty's prison. And I wonder if they actually did. At what point did they tell the prisoners? Actually, I'd really be curious. At what point they were informed. But anyway, so Wakefield's not so bad. We're in the running for European City of Culture. Very recently, we lost. I had a bad feeling once I started seeing signs around town that said WFD, for Wakefield obviously, OMG, we are a city. I think that was supposed to rhyme, but at the same time, it took me 4 months to even figure out what message they were trying to get off on that was from. But it's fine. We lost to a very, very valid opponent.
Bradford!
Do you know who we lost to? Do you know who we lost to?
No. Who?
Anybody know who we lost to?
Bradford.
City Culture 20. Bradford, exactly. We lost Bradford. And actually, I like Bradford a lot. I go there quite frequently because it's not often that you get to see a free Kashmiri rally every day. But my issue with Bradford actually was that I couldn't find a decent place to get a pint downtown, other than the Wetherspoons. And we had a strict boycott on Wetherspoons because, obviously I lived in Eastern Europe, we're not supporting Tim Martin. There are a lot of reasons not to support Tim Martin too, and they're not limited to just the hygiene. But anyway, so the spoons boycott, it started getting out of hand because we started having so many exceptions. We've got an exception for any kids in our family that are under 25, because they obviously can't afford to go anywhere than spoons. We got an exception for weddings. Scunthorpe. It started getting really out of hand, and but yeah, I mean, it was just it really got out of hand when I started using spoons as if I was mad at him, I'm in the spoons. Text him, I'm in the spoons. I'm sitting here looking at a beer map right now that says Brexit will make our beer cheaper. I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't seem to have panned out at all. But no, I mean, it was harsh, it was warfare, and then he died, which makes it even worse. So I was I go to pick up his ashes down in Wakefield at the crematorium, and they're like, we'll see you soon. Sure fucking hope not. What do you think I am? But I always knew there was going to be a day I had to go back to his spoons after he died, and it ended up not too long ago. It was in Manchester. It was at the Mitre, very classic Manchester pub. One of the places we always used to go, and my friends are like, "Can you meet us at the Spoons?" It's this fits all our exceptions, but I don't know. I'm scared. I go there, and they're like, "We were just kidding ya." We don't go to Spoons either. Anyway, I'm Jeanette. Have a great day.